Going live in 30 seconds. Live in 20 seconds. Live in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now it's time for Powell County Pirate Sports on the Powell County Sports Network. For a full list of games to be broadcast, the platforms those games will be broadcast on, and the sponsors that support this event, please visit listenlikealocal.com and click on the Powell County Sports Network banner on the home page. Select games will be broadcast on a combination of platforms, including 104.9 FM The Pickup, NFHS Network, WSKV FM on Facebook Live, at Powell County Sports Network on YouTube, and streaming audio accessible on any internet-connected device. Just say, "Hey Google, Siri, or Alexa, play Pickup Country 104.9 FM," or visit listenlikealocal.com. Powell County Pirate Athletics broadcast is made possible by great sponsors, but to continue to bring you the many high-quality broadcasts, we need your help. If you own a business or are part of an organization, church, or nonprofit and would like to support the broadcast of the Powell County Pirate Sports while promoting your brand to loyal listeners like you, just give us a call, 606-663-2811. Don't forget, you can directly support Powell County Pirate Athletics by purchasing an annual subscription to the NFHS Network at nfhsnetwork.com. You can also directly support your Powell County Pirates by attending games in person. Get your tickets at the GoFan app. You can also find links to NFHS Network and the GoFan app at the Powell County Sports Network page at listenlikealocal.com. And now, let's join our PCSN broadcast team live at the game.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Powell County Sports Network's coverage of Powell County High School athletics. Ken Simon, along with David Faulkner, Ethan Moore, our videographer and technical support, and Nevaeh Bridgman back in the studio with you as we are here live on this Thursday evening as the Powell County Pirates face off against the Wolfe County Wolves in the boys' 14th Region Baseball Championship game here at Wolfe County, their new facility. And for the Powell County Pirates, coming in with a record of 16-18 on the season, they are coached by Frank Spencer. And for Wolfe County, coming in with a record of 22-10, they are coached by Benny Campbell. These two teams played twice during the regular season, home and away. And both times, David, Wolfe County ended up winning both of those contests 8-1 and 8-3. Max Wisman, the pitcher, who will be on the mound for the Wolves, took the mound. Overall, though, since these two teams started playing again, the Pirates lead 18-4 overall, but it's his last two games here, though, this particular season. It makes it 18-4 instead of 18-2 overall. But as we know, regardless of sport, it's always hard to actually beat somebody 3 times in a row. Let's see what the Pirates are able to do, especially with a regional championship on the line.
It is tough, but Wolfe County has never won a regional tournament. This is their, I'm not sure they've ever been to a final. If not, this is their first and best opportunity at getting that. They are the higher rated team of the two. They have the better record of the two. And Max Wisman is the dominant pitcher for Wolfe County this year, coming in with a 1.21 ERA. He's thrown 54 innings, I believe, what I saw.
52.
And that I'm not sure if it includes Monday's contest versus Estill, where he shut out Estill County on Monday to get here to the championship game. That's the first step to get here in the championship game. He given up 40 hits on the season, only 16 runs, 9 of those earned. 65 strikeouts on the seasons. He's 7-1 as his record. I would say, he's pitching on a little bit of short rest, as is Powell County starting pitcher. But our buddy over here, Matt Rigsby, Coach Matt Rigsby from Ledger Central, coached here last year at Wolfe County, and he tells me he throws the ball in between 85 90 miles an hour on the fastball, got a good curve. And so those kinds of things, I understand why he was kind of dominant against Powell County the first 2 times. The speed by itself is pretty good, better than what Dickin was throwing last night, and he dominated Perry Central. So hopefully the Powell County's got their bats geared up for some speed and can meet Mr. Wisman head on, but we'll see how that goes. On the flip side, Powell County going with Carter Poe, the younger and really more inexperienced pitcher of the choices that Coach Spencer had. Felt his curveball might be a little bit better, and he's going to go that avenue against the Wolves here today. So we'll see how it works out. Again, Kay Knox will be in reserve for the Pirates. Wolfe County's got several guys that are eligible to throw in reserve of Wisman. But I think if it gets to other players for Wolfe County, then they must have had some trouble along the way. So Wisman's the guy I think they'll probably go with. We'll see how it goes. And these two teams are really close as far as a lot of these kids have played together in summer ball. They know each other really well. There's no animosity really between the two teams. It's really a good setup here where I think both these two teams would root for the other team in a normal circumstance. But here playing head up is a nice thing to do as well.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Then we'll set the starting lineups for you. First for the Wolfe County Wolves on the mound, it will be number 34, Max Wisman. Behind the plate, number 2, Braden Wilson. Over at first base, number 19, Cam Oliver. And at second base is going to be Cam Holland. He will be the designated player. He will not bat. He will be batting for him will be Landon McWhorter. And over at shortstop, number 21, Chris Evans. Over at third base, number 15, Jaden Holland. In left field for Wolfe County, number 4, Jax Holland. In center field, number 17, Chance Fallen. And in right field, number 22, Jaden Mullins. Again, they come in with a record of 22-10 on the season. A lot to play for here. For Wolfe County, they defeated Estill County in game number 1 of the regional tournament, and then ended up winning 2-1 against Knott County Central to get to the championship game. For the Pirates, they defeated Breathitt County 9-1, defeated Perry County Central 5-1. So let's see how that goes. Obviously, the Pirates have been able to score a lot more runs. Let's see if that production can continue. At this point, I think they're 9-1 over their last 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
so again, they've done an outstanding job over the last little bit here as far as actually getting things going for themselves, especially offensively.
We've talked about that from time to time during our sports seasons, regardless of the sport. This team right now is on a good run, as good as it's been on all season. As the Pirates have now been introduced to the lineup and the subs have taken the field with coaches. Wolfe County set to be announced here. Do you went over their lineup?
I did.
Okay.
Wolfe County.
We'll go over theirs right now as they come out. It'll be Cam Oliver. He'll be playing first base, number 19. Jaden Molans. He'll be the right field, number 22. Chris Evans plays shortstop. He'll be number 21. Your pitcher, Max Wisman, will be number 34. The designated hitter will be Landon McWhorter. Your catcher will be Braden Wilson. He'll be number 2. Jax Holland, number 7. He'll be number 4. Jaden Holland, number 15. He'll be at third base. Chance Fallen, he'll be wearing number 8. He'll be in center field. And Cam Holland will be, I said so best at second base earlier. He'll be at second base, and he'll be wearing number 11. I think I said
he's a designated player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
as far as hitting.
Yes, yes. They don't really have a designated player in baseball like they do in softball, so it does get a little bit more tricky. I know that's how former softball coach Benny Campbell had written that in their lineup. But again, I was saying this about Benny. I've known him a long time, coached against him for a long time. He really give him a lot of credit on building this softball program back, and he's taking this baseball to the next level. So we get to play now the national anthem, so we'll step away, give you a break here on the Powell County Sports Network.
At Powell County Farm Bureau, James Dennis and Anna Tipton offer unmatched dedication and personal attention. If you're looking for a specific insurance product, they offer auto, boat, church, commercial, earthquake, farm, flood, health, home, life, mobile home, motorcycle, umbrella, and more. If you need it insured, stop by and see your insurance company. That's Powell County Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Located at 170 Court Street in Stanton, or call them today at 606-663-2222. That's Powell County Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
In Kentucky, We understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more.
You are not alone. Call Mountain Comprehensive Care Center today at 606-663-3336 or visit our Stanton Clinic at 369 North Main Street. You're listening to PCSN. WSKV 104.9 FM Pickup Country and ListenLikeALocal.com are your official broadcasting partners for the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Wolfe County Athletic Complex here in Campton, Kentucky. And located right by the elementary school as we are taking the field. Looks like first pitch is going to be right at 7 o'clock on time here at Wolfe County. Again, on the mound for Wolfe County is Max Wisman. He's been their stud all season long on the mound. Getting 7-1 record, 1.21 ERA. That's pretty stout. And that may not include a shutout of Estill County on Monday. So tick it down a notch, if you will. So the thing with this kid is he's going to throw it hard. Our guys have got to have their bats ready to go. As Coach Rigsby told us, he's got a good two-seam fastball. Move it on your hands on the right-handers. I got a good changeup going this year, so you've got all that stuff going on for you. You can really mix it up for the Pirates, but right now, he's hitting on the speed. Powell County has typically been known for a team that can hit a fastball. Now, saying that, I will say this. I'll preface that. They can hit a fastball that's not above 85. This kid's going to be above 85 more than likely tonight, so we'll see if they struggle or not. This kid is stepping in. Carter Poe has had a really nice tournament already for himself, and I don't think he has a whole lot of trouble with anything.
Carter Poe, the pitcher for the Pirates, up at the plate to lead things off, followed by the shortstop Levi Wells, and in the 3 spot, Drew Miller. In the first pitch is going to be a called strike.
You missed it.
He missed it.
Give him Matt a hard time.
Okay,
he missed the speed gun.
Here's the pitch. There's a grounder to second base. Going to take a big hop and throw over to first, and it'll be a 4-3 ground out for out number 1. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 5, Levi Wells.
Up to bat for the Pirates, number 5.
Powell County in their
Levi
black
Wells.
pants, red jerseys. Wolfe County in their white pants and blue jerseys. I realize I left my glasses in the car.
Uh-oh.
Pitch going to miss high for ball 1 to Wells.
That pitch came in at 86, courtesy of Coach Rigsby. That's right where we were even last night for the Pirates.
Here's the pitch. It's called strike. Take a count 1-1 on deck. Drew Miller, the catcher. In the 4th spot will be Dylan Carter, followed by Lacey Dickin, Bo Begley, Jordan Del Rosario, Tucker Ramsey, and Kane Knox for the Pirates. It's a pitch. And there's strike 2. Been on the outside corner there. Again, he has defeated the Pirates twice, and he'll get the strikeout for out number 2. That'll bring up Drew Miller. Miller's had a hot bat. See if he can get something going here for the Pirates with 2 outs, top of the first. In the boys' 14th region
Now batting for the Pirates, number
baseball
2,
championship.
Drew Miller.
Get presented by Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital. Drew Miller, the catcher. Here's the pitch from Wisman. It's called strike. Behind the plate for the Wolfe County Wolves, Braden Wilson. Here comes the pitch from Wisman. Off the end of the bat. It's going to be strike 2. Six pitches now. Well, actually 7. They're actually keeping track of it there on the. Going to miss for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Drew Miller.
Yeah, his fastball is living right at 86 on his first few batters. Curveball right at 80, so hard curveball for Wisman.
Here's the pitch. Chopper right back to Wisman. He's going to run it over, and they'll get the 1-3 ground out. So it'll be a 1-2-3 inning. The Pirates will come up empty. 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Wolfe County coming up to the plate here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless, here to let you know that upgrading has never been easier. Bring your own device or trade in your current device to get connected to the region's best network and to start saving on today's latest smartphones. No matter how you upgrade, we've got a solution just for you. Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Toyota South in Richmond is moving forward. Family owned and operated since 1915. Meet General Manager Charlie Johnson.
I was raised right here in Powell County by my grandparents. They taught me to be honest and treat others with courtesy and respect. And that's what you can expect from me. I would like to personally invite you to take the short drive to Toyota South in Richmond. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, as General Manager at Toyota South, I will make your short drive well worth your time. Come see me soon at Toyota South in Richmond.
Toyota South in Richmond. Online at toyotasouth.com or call their friendly staff at 877-605-4326.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to WSK's coverage of the 14th Region Baseball Championship game here at Wolfe County High School between the Powell County Pirates and the home Wolfe County Wolves. For Wolfe County leading off here for them would be number 19, Cam Oliver. Oliver coming into the season, their leading hitter, or second leading hitter. He's coming in at 406 on the season. He'll be followed by Jaden Molans, the right fielder, who is the leading hitter at 422. And then Chris Evans, he comes in at 312 for the season. So when you start out that way, that tells me that this is a pretty potent lineup for the Wolves. Again, the first four hitters for them, all well over the 300 mark.
Again, on the mound for the Pirates is Carter Poe. Drew Miller behind the plate. Dylan Carter over at first. Bo Begley at second base. At shortstop, Levi Wells. Third base, Lacey Dickin. Left field, Jordan Del Rosario. Center field will be Dylan Trent. And in right field, it will be Tucker Ramsey, left-handed hitter coming up. And Cam Oliver. First pitch is going to be on the outside for ball one. So 22-10 on the season are the Wolves. They were the runners up. And there's a called strike. So 1-1 now, 1 ball and 1 strike now to Cam Oliver. Long time coming. Here comes the pitch from Poe. Oh, that looked good. Nice curveball there.
Wolfgang's going to see a lot of that today, I believe.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
I guess the reason they went with this choice of pitchers is the breaking ball.
Here's the 1-2. Going to miss on the outside. Nice job trying to frame that one up, Drew Miller. He does an outstanding job. Really tries to bring it in. Has a smooth transition. 2-2 now. Nobody out. Bottom of the first. Boys 14th Region Championship. Going to miss. Take the count full. Come on, Carter. Get left-handed hitter up at the plate in Oliver. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. Gonna get the walk. Not what you're looking for the first player, right? You know, first
never
batter
looking
step
for
up. Yeah. Nope.
Bring up Molans again, coming in at 422 on the season. Got a couple home runs. So we've got to be a little bit careful with him as well on the long ball.
Again, Wolfe County up at the plate, nobody out. Runner over at first. Now the number 2 hitter and Molans, the right fielder. As there's a pitch, and it's going to miss for ball 1. Again, both you and I really thought that Kane Knox was probably going to get the start just based on the rotation, you know, because Poe had pitched on Monday and then Lacey Dickin last night, just thinking Kane Knox would have been the next one up, but instead they go a different direction. And there's a base hit. And he'll have a single, so that will advance Oliver down to second. Molans over at first, and that'll bring up Chris Evans, number 21, the shortstop.
And hit at 312 on the season. Only 12 strikeouts. He has walked 25 times. He got a really nice eye at the plate, good speed. Got a couple triples on the season, so it's a player for them. You kind of want these next couple players at bat.
So nobody out, runner at first and second for the Wolves, threatening here in the bottom of the first.
I don't think Wolfe County would bunt in this situation, but what do I know? I think they'll go for a big inning here.
Well, at this point, we've not necessarily seen them, right?
Correct.
Couple of games as far as in this tournament, and they will try and go for it. Throw down to second, and I love that throw by Drew Miller, though, as Oliver will get back, but still, I love that play by Drew Miller. Keep him there, as the first pitch, I believe, was a ball, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it?
It was a ball. Low.
So 1-0. Poe is set. Checking back at second base. Here's the pitch. Going to get it down. It's going to go foul.
I'm not sure it didn't touch him, but
it was close. I don't think it did, but it was definitely close.
So it goes for a foul ball.
Going to be strike one ball, and one strike now to Evans. Again, let's see if the Pirates can turn two. At least get the out, right? Pretty good crowd here on hand. Here's the pitch, and he's going to bunt for.
Well, Oliver absolutely had that one stolen.
Yeah,
he had a jump and a half. He was going on the pitch, which is dangerous. Again, it bunted the ball. You hit that up in the air, he'd be dead at second base. But if he pulls that back, he's got an easy stolen base.
So 1-2.
May go this time with just a stolen base attempt here.
Throw back to second. Oh, and it's going to get by. You got to be kidding me. Both runners will advance. Wow. Now, obviously, the bunt's off. It's probably going to be off potentially with two strikes as it was, but, man.
Error on the throw there, or
yeah,
couldn't tell.
I believe it was. A little bit low. So now runners at second and third. Again, Chris Evans in the 3 spot, up to the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. It's going to score the run. It should easily. Nice job by Ramsey. He'll get it in quickly, and it's not going to matter.
That's going to be Trent on the catch.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trent.
They moved them all around on us.
So sack fly and the RBI. As that will score Oliver from third.
Now stepping to the plate for the Wolves.
That could have been 1 out, right? 1 out with runners at first and second. Instead, now you've got 1 run across and a runner over at third.
Well, the leadoff walk was killer.
Yeah, it as always, right?
Kid with good speed on the bags. He's going to try to steal a base or move over with a bunt. They got the air, so brings up a tough hitting Wisman.
Left-handed hitter stepping up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, he swung at a ball, but we'll take the strike.
Yeah, went for that changeup, off-speed pitch on the outside. And that's, again, one of the reasons I think that Carter's in the game is throws a lot of off-speed pitches.
Batting .357 is Wisman. Runner down at third. Poe looking at his call sheet there. Oh, nice job. Oh, my, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Had him in a rundown, and the throw was just way too high.
So it'll be an error there to allow the runner to get back on the suicide squeeze attempt that went awry for the Wolves, but wound up almost going awry for the Pirates.
And it did. Again, just a little bit too high. So the throw by Drew Miller down to second, advanced the runner, and then had an opportunity, and then a high throw down the third base to Lacey Dickin. Here's the 1-1. I'll foul that one off. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Max Wisman. Need to get the out, right? See if we can get out of the inning. Just giving up 1 run, you can ill afford, I think, to allow 2 runs to score here.
If we can get out of this just with 2 runs, I think I'll be happy.
Here's the 1-2 with one out. Count remains 1-2. Foul ball. Back here to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes with one out. Bottom of the first, Wolfe County leading Powell County already 1-0. A runner down at third, and Jaden Molands, the right fielder. Max Wisman up at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Gonna pop that one up. It's gonna be well out of play. The count will remain 1-2.
Again, this is the problem with Poe. Not that he's not a good pitcher. The problem with him, he doesn't have a put-out pitch with the fastball. Again, he's not going to get that ball by him. They can foul it off and make him work on the mound. He's going to have to beat him with a curveball.
Again, 1-2 count. A couple of foul balls by Wisman. Landon McWhorter on deck, the DH. Here's the pitch. Going to miss on the outside. Even the count at 2-2. Miller faked the throw down to third, and Molands got back quickly, didn't he? He at least knows Miller's not afraid to pass the ball.
Exactly
or
right.
Throw the ball down to third, right? First,
right.
regardless. Here comes the 2-2. And going to pull that one foul.
Doing a good job, though, battling pitches off here and really making the pitcher work with Poe. And again, he went on Monday and going today, really short rest on a guy that's not used to throwing anyway. So make him work out there.
Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Max Wisman. Regardless of what happens here, he's had a good at-bat. Gonna pull that one foul as well.
Wait for their announcement that they have been making for the young folks to bring those back for a sweet treat. Getting a $6 ball for a candy bar, not a bad deal.
Well, they consider young.
Me and you, if we're going to get out there and chase them, I'm not
just
chasing.
saying, you know. Right. If we had one, you think they'd give us a sweet treat?
No.
2-2. Oh, man, I don't know how that wasn't a called strike, but it's going to be a ball. It's going to take the count full. Man.
Our angle is not the best. We're going to have that home run call we had that everybody else said was clearly foul, but our angle was pretty good for us.
Yeah. But still, that looked like a perfect pitch. And it's going to be fouled off again. Go off the face mask there of the official.
He's going to check that ball out, make sure it doesn't have a mark on it. Again, hitting this backstop will mark him up pretty quick. Also giving Miller a couple seconds off the mask.
Again, full count. 3-2. Max Wisman, number 4 hitter in the lineup. Carter Poe on the mound for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Foul ball again. I mean, at this point, obviously, the exception of the walk, they've really had solid contact, have the Wolves so far with the first 4 batters that they faced.
Well, he is a pitch-to-contact pitcher. Again, even with the curveball, he's pitch-to-contact, so let's hope he hits it at you.
Again, 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a shot to center field. It's going back. And that's going to be enough to score the run. Not even close. So he'll get the sacrifice to center field for out number 2, but he'll also get the RBI, and Wolfe County will lead.
And that'll bring up Landon McWhorter. McWhorter coming in at 278, freshman. Another good hitter for Wolfe County.
Now batting for the Wolves, number 24, Landon McWhorter.
It's the first time the Pirates have found themselves down like this, right?
And down early.
And down early. Again, we're just in the bottom of the first already, 2-0. 24 pitches so far for Carter Poe in the first inning. I mean, that's a lot, right? And granted, they fouled off a lot of pitches, especially Wisman, but still. Let's pull that one fouled on the right field line for strike 1. Bases are empty at this point.
You know, the bad thing is when you talk about Wisman and pitching against the Pirates, we have scored a total of 4 runs against Wisman in 2 games. So you really, 2 is probably the magic number. You don't want to get past 2.
Yeah.
For the Wolves.
Again, Landon McWhorter, the DH of the plate in the 5 spot. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. Man, I don't know.
Up and out, I guess.
They didn't give any indication.
Yeah, we're not perfectly behind the plate. So.
No, but, I mean, still, we've got
a good
angle, right? Here's the pitch. On the inside, definitely going to miss on that one. 2 balls and 1 strike now to McWhorter with 2 outs.
This is where Carter did not struggle on Monday with control.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. 3-1. I think if he walks this one, I think we're going to see a trip to the mound.
We may see a trip, but there's nobody warming up and ready.
Correct. I just think at that point, like, you've got to get him to settle in just a little bit. There's a grounder. Yep, another base hit. Well, at this point, the only thing we've proven is that Wolfe County can hit the ball.
And this is not a knock on Powell because he's out there doing the best he can do out there.
Yeah,
but
sure.
He's about a 75-mile-an-hour fastball, which is hitting speed for most teams. Unless you get that curveball over and effective, and you have to throw that fastball and to come back, then that's what Wolfe County's going to do with the pitches.
Yeah.
Then, and not that Breathitt County do that. They're not hit a lot of at-you balls against Breathitt. So right there is in the 5-6 hole. Not much you can do about it.
Now stepping up to the plate, number 23, Braden Wilson, one of the seniors, batting .264 on the season. He is the catcher. So runner at first. There's a strike. 2 outs.
This is a kid that Coach Rigby tells them they got a ton of power for Wolfe County. He's hit 1 home run on the season. Got a problematic swing, got one of those short swings. So
here's the pitch. Fly ball should be caught by Begley. He's going to go back and.
I got you both.
Yep. He'll have it.
Fielder.
So the fly out to second base for out number 3, but the Wolves will get 2 runs across. They'll leave 1 stranded. We'll take another break here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Parents trust the emergency department at Mercy Health Marcum Wallace Hospital when their children hurt. When an emergency strikes, we are right down the street and ready to help. We offer full-service emergency care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have X-ray, CT, and lab services on site for assessing, diagnosing, and treating patients quickly. The emergency department is a level 4 trauma center. You can expect expert care, quicker treatment, and improved outcomes. Choose the emergency department at Mercy Health Marcum Wallace Hospital in Irvine.
Allen's Hardware is a hidden gem in Clay City and known for their dependable down-home service. Visit Allen's Hardware at 30 Black Creek Road and you'll find Valspar paints, Echo Power Tools, electrical supplies, septic system accessories, key cutting services, and even U-Haul rentals. That's Allen's Hardware at 30 Black Creek Road in Clay City. To find out more, call 606-663-1122. That's 606-663-1122.
You're listening to PCSN.
Welcome back here to PCSN's coverage and WSKV's coverage of the 14th Region Baseball Championship here at Wolfe County High School. This is Dave Faulkner along with Ken Simon, Ethan Moore, our videographer, and I'm assuming Nevaeh back in the studio. So, again, early lead here for Wolfe County now scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning on 2 hits, a walk, and an error. So, good start for Wolfe County. A couple sacrifice flies, scoring a couple runs for the Wolves after the error. Again, doing what they had to do, get those 2 runs in, and really, I think Powell did a pretty good job of limiting just to those 2. So, once the inning started off the way it did, you got what you got, right?
Well, again, as we've talked time and time again, you can ill afford to give up that early walk, right? That'll come back and get you time and time again. Now stepping up to the plate, it will be the first baseman, number 1, Dylan Carter. Pirates went 1-2-3 the first inning, and now we're going to have the 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up to the plate. They need to extend this inning, get some base runners, and hopefully some runs across for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. I'll foul that one off.
Curveball coming again 80 miles an hour. So only a 6-mile differential between the fastball and the curveball. Both of them hard. So you got to really adjust quickly to that pitch.
I believe the count is 1-1.
I think so.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside for.
Got to take it your way, Dylan. Take that ball to left field. Got a little drone up in the air watching the game. Out in towards center field.
Here's the pitch. Got a miss on the outside. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
We're going to fly more to center, get a better view of the plate, looks like.
Here's the pitch. Pop fly, left field.
That could be
Actually,
trouble.
the shortstop's going to go out, and is it a fair ball?
Foul
ball. Man,
And just foul.
It was just foul. That was a nice attempt that time by the shortstop, Chris Evans. He went a long
Heads up, heads
way.
up. Oh. And the umpire did what he's supposed to do. When you say heads up, he ducked. So that's what you're supposed to do. I don't always say heads up, right?
Oh, why wouldn't they say heads down? I never understood that.
know.
Heads up, and all of a sudden you're putting your head up when your head should actually go down. I don't know. Count remains 2-2 based on what we believe it is. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. See if he's gonna say 3-2. Well, he
2-2.
Yeah,
like.
3-2. No, it's 3-2.
It's 3-2. You're
That's what I
correct.
thought. Here's the full count pitch from Wisman.
Got
a
walk.
miss. Nice job by Dylan Carter. But the Pirates runner on first. That'll bring up Lacey Dickin. Lacey struggled a little bit as far as his plate appearances. Let's see if he can get something going here, though, batting in the 5 spot. Lacey Dickin pitched an excellent game last night, struck out 14 in a 5-1 win over Perry County Central. Let's see if he can help the Pirates today with his bat here with nobody out, runner over at first. Crowd's at plate. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Oh, he backed out.
The entire time.
Right? He backed out.
Yeah,
and that goes to me, though, why are you standing up against it if you're going to back out? Because potentially that
you
is
can't
your
swing
pitch,
backing
right?
out.
No,
So
you
He
can't.
must have had a dead take on the entire time, but
Yeah, but see, when you crowd
You
the
know,
plate,
I'm with you.
that's why I don't like crowding the plate like that. He's going to square around like he's going to bunt and going to miss. 1-1 is the count. That's why I never understood crowding the plate like that in that regard.
well, if you're a dead take, maybe, but if you're going to back up, you can't swing.
No. I mean, his bat's almost over the plate. Here's the 1-1. There's a strike.
Look down, but
It did. Yep.
Lacey thought so too.
He's obviously going to call that. He's done it a few times. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, you got to be prepared, right? You can't. I'm not saying it wasn't low, but you got to be ready. Here's the pitch. You're going to foul that one off. Count remains 1-2. On deck is Bo Bagley. Again, nobody out here. Top of the second. Powell County trailing Wolfe County 2-0 at the boys 14th Region Baseball Tournament here at Wolfe County, the host. Beautiful facility here in Campton. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. That was a tough one to take considering it was low, but that was a tough one to take considering the called strike.
I thought it was better than the called strike
I
earlier in
did
the count. But again, we're off center a touch.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Come on, Lacey. Base hit. There's a chopper to shortstop. Could be double play. They're going to get one, throw it up first, and they're not going to get there. So he'll get on a fielder's choice, but they'll get the force out on the 6-4 for out number 1, and he'll reach on a fielder's choice. Be over at first. That'll bring up Bo Bagley, the second baseman.
Yeah, that ball, again, we've talked about the turf actually slowing the ball down. And a couple hops on the turf, that's twice it slows it down. By the time they get there, it's a tough turn at double play.
And that was a nice job by Dylan Carter to get down there as well, right?
Yep.
At least to kind of create a little bit of a distraction. That's going to be a called strike to Bo Bagley. Getting 1 out now. Powell County with a runner remaining over at first this time. Instead of it being Dylan Carter, it's going to be Lacey Dickin. So 0-1 count. Max Wisman on the mound for the Wolves. Bo Bagley up at the plate for the Pirates. Throw back over to first.
Good
going to
throw.
get back. Yeah, that was a good throw. A lot closer than it probably should have been.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't have much of a lead either. So when you're that close and no lead, that's a good move.
Westman is set. He's going to come home. Going to lay the bunt down. Oh, nice play. Get there, get there, get there. He will not, but he'll advance the runner. So he'll get the sacrifice. That'll put Dickin down to second.
The 3-4, wasn't it?
Yeah,
3-4. So.
Jordan Del Rosario.
Now, as this is my kid right here, this is the one that can tie it up with a swing.
Almost did last night, right? We thought it was good, but again, the people.
And everybody told me I was wrong.
Yeah, we'll take
thinking
that.
It was foul, so fair. So, again, the people we asked had better angles than we did, so they were pretty much unanimous that it was a foul ball. But, again, when it goes over the foul pole, it depends on where it goes over the foul pole, which, there's a lot of scenario. That ball probably 30 feet above the pole.
There's the pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. He's going to go down on the count. 0-2.
Just center up one, Jordan. Just center one pitch. All it takes.
That is all it takes. Home run to the people up on the hill. Here's a pitch. Chopper's going to go right back to Wissman. The easy play, and it'll be a 1-3 ground out to end the inning. The Pirates will come up empty. They'll still find themselves trailing 2-0 here. We'll take another break on the Powell County Sports Network.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's our promise to be more than a bank. We're your partner in growth, success, and community. From personal banking to business solutions, we're here to guide you through today's opportunities and tomorrow's challenges. This is Angie Rogers. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Stanton. If you would like to learn more, give me a call at 606-663-2283. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Wells Funeral Home, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Life is full of opportunities to show someone we love them. One such opportunity is the funeral or memorial service. Such a loving event celebrates the choices they made, the relationship you shared, and honors the memory of your loved one. Together, we will create a fitting and memorable event. Contact us today to discuss the possibilities. Call 606-663-9480 or visit us at 777 West College Avenue in Stanton.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to WSKV's coverage of the 14th Region Baseball Championship game here at Wolfe County. Again, it'll be your score is still 2-0. Wolfe County on top here in the bottom of the second. It'll be Holland, and Fallen. A little bit of a rhymery there for Wolves coming up.
Jackson Holland.
So Holland coming into the season at 231.
Number 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up to the plate here in the bottom of the second. Carter Poe on the mound for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Be a strike. Tempted bunt.
Powell County not reactive at all to the late square. Now Dickin in at third.
Well, it definitely didn't look like a very good attempt at it, did it?
Well, it was a late attempt. It was trying to go for the base hit, not show anything. That curveball coming in at 63. Big difference between the 86-mile-an-hour fastball and the 75-mile-an-hour fastball of Poe.
0-2, and it's going to be foul.
Good job for Miller to come out behind the plate and make a play, make sure that ball's killed in foul territory. So we expect nothing less out of Drew.
No, you're exactly right. Yep. 0-2 is the count now to Jax Holland, the left fielder. Gonna miss for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Holland. Jaden Holland on deck, followed by Chance Fallen. Here comes the pitch from Poe. Gonna miss. 2-2.
Get ahead 0-2. You don't want to lose this young man.
Yeah.
He's got good speed, but again, this is a player you cannot put on for free here to lead off the inning.
We need to get them to go 1, 2, 3, right? Again, the 7, 8, 9 hitters as the count will remain 2-2.
Again, I think Wolfe County is a good enough hitting squad where they can spoil a lot of opposed curveballs, which is really going negative in what we need.
2-2, nobody out. Base is empty. Bottom of the second, and he's going to step out.
We need some swings and misses, Ken, on that breaker.
Here's the pitch. There's a grounder to the shortstop, Levi Wills. Long throw over to first, and look at the 6-3 ground out. Nice job by Wills, and Dylan Carter over at first, the first baseman. That'll bring up Jaden Holland, the third baseman, number 15.
Jaden Holland coming into the season at 203. Again, good speed, and you expect similar situations here. Possible bunt, you think, maybe, or as they're going to bring in Dickin at third. He'll be on the green portion of the turf.
Ooh. The way he stands in the box, look how close he is. Going to miss high for ball one.
Both these two teams like to crowd it, but I think Wolfe County may crowd it more than the Pirates. But he does have an open stance. Kind of counteract that just a touch.
Is an advantage in that regard. Swing and a miss for strike one to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Jaden Holland against Chance Fallen on deck, the center fielder.
I've said that all year at our stances. I wish we were a little bit more open if we're going to stand that close with the back foot.
Here's the pitch. Going to just miss. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Holland with 1 out. Bottom of the second. And Wolfe County leading Powell County 2-0 here in the boys 14th region baseball tournament in Campton. Swing and a miss. 2-2. I'd like to thank our primary sponsor, Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital. I always want to say Marcum Wallace first instead of Mercy Health. My apologies. Chopper right back to pitcher, and it'll be a 1-3 ground out for out number 2. Again, Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital. I'd like to thank all the rest of our sponsors as well. Been with us all season long, going all the way back to volleyball, boys and girls soccer, right? Football,
yeah.
Boys and girls basketball.
Been a long year, right?
Yeah.
August till the end of May.
Boys volleyball, girls softball, and boys baseball. And
we're hoping to get into June.
We're hoping to get into June. Yes, I would agree with that. If the Pirates win, that's exactly what will happen. We'd like to keep on working and keep on watching the Pirates play. First pitch is going to be a miss for ball 1 to Chance Fallen.
Chance Fallen at 282. A little bit higher batting average of the 9-hole.
Here's the pitch. High pop fly. Dickens going to get underneath it. And he'll make the catch. Nice job. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And at this point, we'll head to the top of the third. Powell County trailing 2-0. We'll come back here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Toyota South in Richmond is moving forward. Family owned and operated since 1915. Meet General Manager Charlie Johnson.
As a native of Powell County, I would like to personally invite you to take the short drive to Toyota South in Richmond. Between Toyota South and our 5 other dealerships, we keep around 600 used cars, trucks, and sport utility vehicles. So, regardless of what you're looking for in a used vehicle, chances are we have it, and as General Manager of Toyota South, I will make your short drive well worth your time. Come see me soon at Toyota South in Richmond.
Toyota South in Richmond. Online at toyotasouth.com or call their friendly staff at 877-605-4326.
GTX Manufacturing prides itself on being a U.S. manufacturing company, providing competitive, low-cost, high-quality products and services. They're centrally located in the U.S., just minutes from Lexington, Kentucky, in Clay City. GTX Manufacturing, supporting the broadcast of your Powell County Pirates. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back to the top of the third inning. 2-0 still the score. 2 runs. Russell County in the bottom of the first inning is where we stand. Both teams are scoreless other than that. So, again, 2-0 the score. Wolfe County on top. Be Ramsey. Ramsey Knox at top of the order for the Pirates.
See if Tucker Ramsey, the right fielder, gets something going here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, I think you need to get some hits, right? We need some base runners. I think if anything,
just said and done.
Well, at least if anything, just to show that you can hit against Westman, right? We need to get him rattled just a little bit. Not that he will, but, we need to get some hits off of him. We've been unable to prove that so far, and he's going to go down on the count 0-2. I'm kind of surprised he didn't swing at that one.
Well, Ramsey sitting on that fastball again and got the curveball, so.
Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he swung at the pitch, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out. That'll bring up Kane Knox, the designated hitter, batting for Dylan Trent, the center fielder.
And we'll say they did get Knox loose in the top of the second inning. He went down and threw some, so he was getting loose in case they needed him to come in for Poe at any time.
He's made some solid contact as Kane Knox. Let's see if he can get something done here. First pitch is going to be a strike.
He come in at 85 miles an hour. That's right where Dickin lived last night, and he really gave Perry County Central fits. So it's a good speed for the 14th region.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Over top of the ball. Again, he's tall, young man on the mound. Got a little down action on that fastball. So
here's the pitch, and he'll get him chasing.
Except for his fastest fastball of the night, 87 up and in.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts. That'll bring us back up to the top of the order. Will be Carter Poe, grounded out.
Number 20, Carter Poe.
To second base on the 4-3 ground out to end the inning. Got to get something going. Trailing 2-0 here. Here's the pitch. A miss low and outside for ball 1. Top of the order here in Carter Poe. Here's the pitch from Westman. There's a grounder to the shortstop. Should be an easy play. And a long throw. And it will be 6-3 ground out. That was easy work for Westman that time, David, as he only threw 8 pitches. 8 pitches and 3 outs. So he has 36 compared to 45 for the Pirates. We'll take another break and come back. It'll be Wolfe County coming up to the plate in the bottom of the third. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network here on WSKV 104.9 FM.
Hello, I'm Kaylee Carroll, Marketing Director for CG Bank. Here at CG Bank, community means everything. It's why we do what we do. At CG Bank, we are your hometown bank, and we are here for you because we are you. We are not here just building business, but building relationships. That's community banking. That's my bank. Stop by any of our 7 convenient locations in Irvin, Richmond, Berea, London, or Stanton and see what community banking is all about. Or visit us online at www.cg.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loan subject to approval. Contact an employee for further information about applicable fees and terms.
Your health means everything, and now's the time to address those concerns, large or small, that you've been putting off. At Clark Regional Medical Center, we're here to help with a range of quality health care services. From routine screenings to surgeries to emergency care. Don't make your health wait. Get the care you need now. Clark Regional Medical Center. Learn more at clarkregional.org.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Wolfe County Athletic Complex. A beautiful new complex here. Even the scenery beyond the fence is nice. Again, it shows you that we are in the mountains of eastern Kentucky here in Wolfe County, Kentucky. So a really nice backdrop. Got a common flag up on the hill in left field. That's also the flag they use for softball, so it's common in the area. So
probably see that from the road, actually, right?
Oh, you can see that from anywhere. I mean,
you can see that good ways away, probably.
It's again, it's really nice facility. Put a lot of money into this. But look, I think it's well worth good money spent. Again, they can bring a first-year regional championship to Wolfe County. It's worth all that money anyway.
Well, I mean, it just paid for itself.
Well,
if it happened,
just did.
right?
Really. I mean, the pride in the game comes back.
Nothing against our friends from Wolfe County, but that's not what we're looking for. And first pitch to Oliver is going to be a ball. I have the 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up.
Here's where we get in trouble a little bit here too, Ken. They have seen the curveball. They know exactly what Poe is throwing. They've seen it now, so.
The pitch. May have called strike.
This is where Wolfe County could really get to Poe if they could just hit the curveball, which they're going to have to do.
1 ball and 1 strike now to Cam Oliver. Had a walk, and there's a swing and a miss. He fouled that one off and
got his foot.
Yep, himself in the foot. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Again, Oliver led things off with a walk. Eventually reached third as it was a single by Molands. So they had runners at first and second, then a throwing error by the Pirates. Had a run down to try and get Oliver, and then a throwing error and then a sacrifice was able to get him across. Again, let's see if we can limit the damage here. In this one, he's going to pull that one foul down the right field line. Count will remain 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Again, we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wolfe County leading 2-0. The boys 14th Region Baseball Tournament Championship. Pop fly. Wells will call it, shortstop, and he'll make the play. So a nice job for the infield pop-up for out number 1. That'll bring up Jaden Mullins at a single, and he scored the 2nd run.
Number 22, Jaden Mullins.
50 pitches now for Carter Poe for the Pirates. Drew Miller behind the plate. Dylan Carter over at first, Bo Begley at second. Levi Wells over at shortstop. Lacey Dickin over at third. Here's the pitch. A miss on the inside for ball 1. Over in left field for the Pirates, Jordan Del Rosario. Center field is going to be Dylan Trent, and in right field, Tucker Ramsey. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. 2-0 now. Chris Evans, the shortstop, on deck, the number 3 hitter. First Poe will face off against Molands here. Down the count, 2-0. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Oh, nice pitch. Gonna get the strike.
Yeah, it's a big breaker.
2-1 now. It's going to be nice to be able to go 1, 2, 3 right with the 1, 2, 3 hitters in the lineup here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. A high. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Everybody's very quiet tonight, aren't they?
Well, right now they are.
There's a strike. That was a good pitch. I get that Molands was not necessarily happy about that, but he was ready to move on down to first base thinking that it's going to be a walk. Said the count's full.
Well, when you crowd the plate, the inside pitch looks tighter than what it is.
Yeah. Here's the 3-2. Get the strikeout. Here's the pitch, and it's going to hit him. So a hit by pitch.
Not good music for that. Got that queued up in the top, I'm sure. Hit me with your best shot.
Yeah, can we do stuff like that, even with football and stuff? I wish we would make it more of an entertaining.
You got to have somebody there to do that.
Well, I'm volunteering for tribute. I want to do that job, especially for football.
How you gonna do that? And do this?
Just push a button.
Oh, okay.
I'll have them pre-recorded. Just push a button. Just send me on down the line. That's it. We got to up the game. All right, Chris Evans, the shortstop, coming up, had a sacrifice fly ball for the out, but was able to score. Oliver, runner over at first with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and it's going to be off the mark. Yep. Miller's just off just a little bit, frustrated with himself as it will be a stolen base. And I get that. Drew Miller, obviously, he's a really good catcher, really good player, and just not necessarily having his best game so far.
Well, I mean, I put some of that on the pitcher again. He's throwing the curveballs, throwing mid-70s at best. It gives this runner a lot more time to get down to second base.
Yeah, I think he's just frustrated because he's not getting it where he needs it, regardless if it was going to be a stolen base or an out. He's just frustrated that he's off the mark. Here's the pitch. Oh.
That's up. Across the plate, up.
2-0.
Finished in the zone. Across the plate, up.
So 2 balls and no strikes to Chris Evans. Again, runner down at second, and Jaden Molands, 1 out. And Evans, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, and nice job by Miller to stay in front of that one. But guess what? Count's going to go 3-0.
Yeah, and you got the best hitter on deck, or another good hitter on deck. So getting yourself into the fire. Movement over in the Powell County side, maybe. Maybe not.
3-0. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. 3-1 pitch count.
When you're having to go to a 3-0 curveball, the other two have been sitting on the fastball, right?
Right. 3-1. I'll foul that one off. 3-2. All right.
Now you're back to square.
Yeah. At that point, bring it back, right? Get the out. So full count to Chris Evans. Wolfe County again leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be low. Oh, throw down to second, and they're going to get back, but so they're going to give up a walk. So runner at first and second. That'll bring up Max Wisman. He had a sacrifice and an RBI.
Fought off like 10 pitches, a foul on the curveballs. Finally got one he could handle and drove it really to deep center field for the first sac fly. Now we've got a little bit different situation. Runners at first and second. Needs a base hit to score a run. Powell already up to 62 pitches, Ken.
That's unbelievable, right? 20 pitches per inning.
He was getting out of innings in 10 on Monday.
Yep. 1-0. Again, just 1 out. Wolfe County with runner at first and second. Pull that one foul. Going to take the count 1-1.
That's over the hill, I would think.
Hey, go get it, and you can actually get a sweet treat.
Negative. I would not walk back that. If I walk down that hill, I ain't coming back. They got picked me up with the buggy to do that.
Well, maybe they can actually do that. Yeah. Yeah, runners will advance. So Moland's going to be down at third. Evans down to second.
On a wild pitch, so.
Yep. Pirates aren't helping their cause, that's for sure. It's going to be 2-1 pitch count now to Wisman. That was an obvious ball. Dylan Carter over kind of having words with Carter Poe. Basically.
Looked like about having words, too.
Yeah, a little bit, I mean, at that point, come on, right? Let's get it. Here's the 2-1. Chopper down the first baseline. It's going to be full foul. Count will go 2-2. Again, you got to get these next two batters out. You can ill afford to go down any more than you already have. You're already down 2-0 at this point. 36 pitches and 3 innings for Max Wisman. That's 12 pitches per inning, right? Compared to 20.
Well, that's kind of what you're kind of buying into, though. When you're throwing this many curveballs, we saw a lot of fastballs against Breathitt County and mixed in the curves. Tonight you're seeing a steady diet of curveballs and much harder to throw the strikes with the curve.
Yeah. Full count. First base is open. Good strikeout. Here's the pitch.
Oh, may have not got it. They got it, yes.
He did. He'll get the strikeout. That was a nice job that time to come back and get Wisman. Felt like that was a little bit outside, but we'll take it regardless.
I think it was right there on the edge. It was in between the lane between the line and the plate. I know it's softball. It's an automatic strike between the lane and the plate. Frank Spencer going to call time.
So again,
talk to his pitcher. That was a good well spotted fastball. if it is a ball, you got the bases loaded and you got the force in base. If you get the strikeout call, now you got 2 outs. You can still talk about it here because you've got McWhorter, a good hitter. We're going to switch pitchers now. We got it'll be Kane Knox to come in. Powell will be coming out, but he'll be back in. So we'll take a short break, come back in a moment with action here from the high school.
Hey everyone, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless, where we've got small town roots, but we've also got nationwide coverage that stretches from Pikeville to Portland, and yes, even across the pond. Lots of solutions with great prices and even better service. And when you need help, you're not stuck just pushing buttons on a call menu. You're talking to someone right here in our region. We care about keeping you connected wherever you go because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more.
You are not alone. Call Mountain Comprehensive Care Center today at 606-663-3336 or visit our Stanton Clinic at 369 North Main Street. You're listening to PCSN.
Welcome back here to the Wolfe County High School and their athletic complex here behind the elementary school here in Campton. Beautiful new facility here to host the 14th Region Championship game here, as they've done the whole championship. I'd like to thank Robert Scott Creech and the gang up here at Wolfe County for doing a nice job hosting the tournament. And again, the facilities look nice, so kudos to their boss for getting the job done up here. Looks like Kane's warming up a bunch of curveballs again, so are we going to stick with the curveball pattern with Kane? Also, he can throw the fastball for strikes. Kane always known for his control. On the season this year, Kane has been the number 2 pitcher most of the season for the Pirates. Kane coming in with 57 innings pitched. He's got a 3.52 ERA. He has pitched against Wolfe County this season, so they have seen him. So McWhorter will be at the plate. He singled last time up. Over to 5-6-0.
Let's get the out, right? That's what the Pirates need right
You got to.
Yep. Got to get the out. Here's the pitch. A miss on the inside for ball 1.
So that fastball really right at where I think the fastest fastball that Carter threw was right about the same range as that fastball from Kane.
So 1-0 is the count. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. It's called strike. 1-1. Again, just get the out, get out of the inning, leave 2 stranded for the Wolves. And they lead 2-0 here in the boys' 14th Region Baseball Tournament Championship game. Wolfe County versus Powell County. The Wolves leading the Pirates 2-0 here, bottom of the third. I'll pull that one foul. It's going to be out of the...
Good hustle by Poe down the right field line again. Poe went to right his normal position. Tucker Ramsey has moved to center field. Dylan Trent came out of the game.
1-2. Good strikeout, Kane. One and two with 2 outs. Kane Knox on the mound now. Here's the pitch. The chopper down the third base line.
Nice curveball. Well fielded by Benny Campbell. Coach Campbell still plays competitive softball, I think, does Benny. And keep yourself in pretty good shape.
Count remains 1-2. You can get the out. Leave 2 on the bags. Here comes the pitch. There's a chopper to Wells. Long throw over to first, and they'll get it on the 6-3 ground out. So nice job by Kane Knox to come in. Nice job by Wells to get it over to Carter for out number 3. Wolfe County will come up empty. They'll leave 2 stranded. They'll still lead 2-0. We'll head to the top of the 4th here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Mercy Medical Clinic of Powell County, a service of Marcum Wallace Memorial Hospital, is personal primary care for you and your family. Receive the best care from highly trained physician Dr. Julie Kennan and family nurse practitioners Sandra McCoy and Felicia Estes right here in your community. Mercy Medical Clinic of Powell County, located on Irvin Road in Clay City, is convenient primary care with same-day appointments. Call 606-663-2153 to schedule your appointment today. New patients are being accepted. Trust Mercy Medical Clinic of Powell County. Friends and family caring for friends and family.
Hearn Funeral Home has been family-owned since 1939 and is currently under the direction of Hondo Hearn. They have proudly served the families of Powell County and other surrounding counties for over 75 years, helping them to celebrate with compassionate care, dignity, and respect at an affordable price. Contact Hearn Funeral Home for all your pre-planning needs at 606-663-4375.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to WSKV's coverage of the 14th Region Baseball Regional Championship game. This game between the Powell County Pirates and the Wolfe County Wolves. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The score still remains Wolfe County 2, Powell County nothing. So Powell County keep it in a striking distance. Be a couple base runners to get it started for the Pirates. Leading off here for Powell County, Levi Wells, followed by Miller and Carter. We'll see what we can get going here for the Pirates.
Yeah, basically the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the lineup for Powell County. Again, need to get something going here.
Number 5, Levi Wells.
Again, just to show that you can actually hit Westman, which they've been unable to do thus far. First pitch is going to miss for.
Well, don't have my buddy here
1.
beside me, but that looked like a pretty quick fastball. I'm going to steal it here in a second. See if I can do my own.
There you go. 1-0 to Wells. Here's the pitch. I'll foul that one.
See, I got to figure out how to work it. That first pitch from Westman looked pretty crisp.
Do you just push it or hold it? What do you do?
I don't know. Holding it this time.
That might be what you do. I don't know. Here's the 1-1. There's a strike.
Didn't work either. We'll try it again.
1-2.
Wins the game. Playing with this little gadget.
Yeah. It's kind of like using a video camera while you're trying to do a football game and call a game. Yeah, you can't do it. It's a 1-2. Foul that one off.
83 on the gun by that fastball.
I have to worry about the cameraman today. Ethan's got the cameras all set up. 1-2 now to Wells. Miss.
On the off-speed pitch. He's been steady on that off-speed pitch. He almost been at 80 all game long with the off-speeder.
2-2. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a foul ball down the first base line. Count remain 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Levi Wells, the shortstop for the Pirates. As David mentioned, Drew Miller on deck, followed by Dylan Carter. Here comes the pitch from Witzman on a 2-2. Oh, hit him right in the back.
And
we'll take it.
86-mile-an-hour fastball off the back that time. That's his second fastest pitch of the game. Levi will take that, go right down on first base, and maybe get something going here.
Yep. I knew we got to come up to the plate. Drew Miller, the catcher.
Stepping up for the Pirates, number 2, Drew Miller.
He's hit the ball really consistently here lately. See if he can get something going here for the Pirate offense.
See if they make him, maybe he can rattle Wistman here with that by pitch.
Yeah. Again, I think that's what it's going to take, right? You know, just some consistency here, whether it's hit by a pitch or a walk or base hits. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1. Here the Pirates. That's what you want to hear, right? See if the Pirates can get something going here. Again, you got a runner over at first. Top of the 4th. Nobody out. Miller will step right back into the box. Again, Max Wistman on the mound for the Wolves. Throw back over to first. Oh, that was close. Man, his throw over to first is really smooth, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
I'd like to know how tall Wistman is. I'm going to ask Matt here when he comes back if he knows. He's about 6'4", maybe?
Yeah, at least 2. There's a grounder, slow grounder. Could be trouble. And the runner will get to second. That's okay. You know, it's almost a sacrifice. Yeah. So he'll be out on a fielder's choice. for the 6-3 ground out for out number 1. That'll bring up Dylan Carter.
For the Pirates, number 1, Dylan Carter.
Due for a hit himself. And it's amazing how the ball, again, when it hits that turf, right, it really just slows it down. Pitch, fly ball. First baseman going to get it. Second baseman, somebody's going to get it. And it will be in fair territory. So it will be pop up in the infield to the first baseman for out number 2. First pitch swing for Carter. I'll bring up Lacey Dickin. Reached on a fielder's choice and ultimately was stranded over at second.
Now up for the Pirates, number 12.
So again, you had a leadoff hit by a pitch, runner at first, and then back-to-back outs. Nevaeh Ford to come up empty. Just the second base runner, though, for the Pirates. Called strike. 0-1 is the count now. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. I don't know if we just don't see it. It's too fast.
I think you thought it was going to be up.
You know, maybe. But again, this is the third time we've seen this pitcher, and we just cannot hit him. And there's the strikeout. 3 straight pitches. So the Pirates had a base runner to lead things off, and 3 straight outs as they'll come up empty, leave 1 stranded. We'll take another break here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Thinking about buying your first home? Maybe it's time for a remodel or a new investment property. This is Diane Meadows. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Stanton. With personalized service and local expertise, I am here to help you explore the options that make the most sense for you now and for the future. Call me at 606-663-3618 today, and let's make your dreams a reality. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Candle Hutch Gifts and More is your local shop for unique and fantastic smelling country and upscale items. They carry all the scents of quality candleberry candles, meaningful dim deco willow tree figurines for any occasion, and a quality selection of helium balloons. With frequent sales, new items, and friendly, helpful staff, the Candle Hutch will soon be a frequent stop for you and the family. The Candle Hutch is located in the Stanton Ace Plaza on East College Avenue in Stanton, or call them to pre-order at 606-424-2154.
You're listening to PCSN.
Welcome back here to the Wolfe County Athletic Complex. Again, this is Dave Faulkner along with Ken Simon and Ethan Moore, our videographer. And over on the side here, we got a couple former teammates. Got Matt Rigsby, coach at Fletcher Central High School. Josh Crow, head basketball coach at the Powell County Pirates. So, got some good people over to my left. Got to coach them both. That was kind of fun. So, here for the bottom of the 4th inning, Wolfe County still leading 2-0. It'll be Wilson, Holland, and Holland up to bat. Last time up for Wilson, he flew out to second base.
Coming to the plate.
First time he has faced Knox.
Braden Wilson.
So it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up in the bottom of the 4th. Again, Wolfe County up at the plate, leading 2-0. Boys 14th Region Baseball Championship here at Wolfe County in Campton, presented by Mercy Health Marcum Wallace Hospital. First pitch is going to be a strike to Wilson.
Fastball. So set him up there now. Expect curveballs coming, I would think.
0-1. Here's the pitch. I'll pull that one foul.
About all you can do with that pitch is pull it foul with that little hanging curveball.
0-2. Okay, let's get them to go 1, 2, 3. It's only happened once so far in this game.
Even innings, we'll say.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. There's a. Oh, I thought that was going to be a strike. But
it looked just as good as a curveball we saw earlier that got a piece of the plate. So
1-2.
And we're off to the left just a touch. So, again, if we seem critical, and we may have a bad angle, I will say this. I am less critical in this seat than I was when I was in a coaching seat.
You're funny. Yeah.
I was a whole lot more critical over there.
It
with
makes
the worst
it a lot
angle.
easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
1-2. Going to be high.
I was still been complaining that was a strike and it was over his head. You know what I'm saying? I want every pitch.
2-2. You know, as you should, right? You know.
Yeah.
When you're coaching,
It's
you want
different,
all you
all
can
of
get. Here's the 2-2 coming from Kane Knox. There's a shot.
Oh, just out of the outreach hands.
Bagley. Will be a single, though, for Wilson.
Again, I understand where they're playing. You know, Bagley shifted over towards second base. Again, with Knox in there throwing, doesn't throw it that hard. You know, 75 miles an hour. So playing more to pull, and they hit one right at you at the second base position if you're in normal position. So sometimes the little shift can come back and haunt you. Sometimes it works.
Now stepping up to the plate, the number 7 hitter, number 4, Jax Holland, the left fielder.
I'm looking for a bunt here.
Grounded out his first plate appearance. Getting a lead-off single. Throw down to first. And, unfortunately for Carter, he wasn't necessarily back close enough to the bag. At the same time, expecting potential bunt, right?
Well,
so
the ball has to be thrown inside the line.
Yeah. First pitch was a strike, just for the record. Again, I like the fact that Miller's trying to keep him honest over there. Throw back over to first. Get back safely will be Wilson.
Kane does have a good pickoff move.
0-1 pitch count. The Jax Holland on deck. Jaden Holland, the third baseman. Bottom of the fourth. Wolfe County up at the plate. Going to get time as Jax Holland will step out of the box.
Wilson doing a lot of movement in there, trying to get an early lead. Throw through fakes in to get Knox's attention.
0-1. Will be foul, pulled down the third base line. 0-2. Didn't miss by a whole lot there with that swing of the bat. But we'll take it. 0-2 is the count, too.
And the bunt had the infield drawn in, and that was hit down the line, so there was no way Dickin could have played that ball.
0-2. Let's get the out. Runner goes. And it's going to be fouled off that time by Jax Holland. I'm kind of surprised. Again, situational. Right at that point, to me, the runner is more than halfway down the line, and then you try and get a last-second bat on the ball.
You got to protect your bat. With 2 strikes, you got to protect at the plate. So
I felt like that pitch was well outside, though. He kind of leaned into that one and made the contact. I get you got to protect, but throw back over to first. But you also have to know what the difference is between a ball and a strike, right?
Well, it was on a curveball, so probably the time he started his swing, it looked pretty good. Where it finished up was going to be a ball.
Even if you get the strikeout, the runner potentially gets down to second, right? So you've kind of.
I think they were depending on the curveball being thrown.
Well, that could be true, too. Here's the 0-2. Runner does go.
See, now I like that play here. After you've already tried to steal once on 0-2, now you're 1-2. Do you try to steal again? Powell County thinking yes, throw the pitch out to Miller. Not going. Again, you got to love the guessing game with the coaches.
That's what baseball's all about.
That's
right?
what makes it fun.
Yeah. Chess games. 1-2 pitch count to Jax Holland, the left fielder for the Wolves. Here's the pitch. There's a shot right up the middle. Oh, no, actually one and safe at first. Nice job by Bagley. I was kind of shielded there. Made a nice play to get it over to Wells for the 4-6 out at second on the fielder's choice for out number 1. And then Jax Holland will reach first on a fielder's choice. Tried to turn a double play, but couldn't quite get there.
In that time, the shift worked.
Yeah.
So one play it doesn't work, one play it does work. So right where you started with, probably more speed on the bases.
So 1 out now. Coming up to the plate, the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Jaden Holland, the third baseman, wearing number 15 on the jersey. Got Jax Holland over at first. Again, Kane Knox on the mound. Drew Miller behind the plate. Going to pop it up. Carter can try and make a play. And he'll do it. Nice job. And guess what? They're going to double him up. Wow, I'm not sure how the Wolves messed that one up, but we'll take it on the pop fly in the infield. Nice job by Carter, and then the Pirates will cover up the bag as somehow Jax Holland again making his way over to second. So it'll be a double play for the Pirates. We'll take a break. They'll come back top of the fifth here on the Powell County Sports Network.
The Powell County Sports Network would like to thank their sponsors and encourage you to choose businesses and organizations that support the broadcast of our young athletes, including our platinum sponsors, Uniquely Kentucky, Whitaker Bank, and just know you're taken care of wherever life takes you, CG Bank. Our gold sponsors, Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital, Friends and Family Caring for Friends and Family, Appalachian Wireless, Better Service, Bigger Savings. Our silver sponsors, Hearn Funeral Home since 1939. Clark Regional Medical Center, care closer to home. Toyota South, exceptional customer service since 1915. Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, quality care that offers recovery and hope. Stanley's Hardware, the helpful place. Powell County Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Our bronze sponsors, security and control from anywhere. Protect Security and Fire Systems, people serving people since 1912. People's Exchange Bank, helping families connect, honor, and remember. Wells Funeral Home, new items in stock. Allen's Hardware in Clay City, gifts and more. The Candle Hutch, U.S.-based GTX Manufacturing, help you prepare for the unexpected. Whitaker Insurance Group, they love pirate sports, so let's love them back. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Wolfe County Athletic Complex. 2-0 still your score. Been that way since the first. Max Wisman still on the mound for the Wolves, only at 49 pitches. So averaging 12 pitches per inning. That's rather efficient.
Yeah.
I would have thought Powell County would have tried to work him harder, but he's still throwing a lot of strikes. So you can't work much harder than that anyway. But
Number 10,
the amount of strikes he has thrown has been pretty phenomenal. You wanted to get him deep in the count, so it may be a little worn from Monday. I think that's what happened to Carter Poe earlier for the Pirates. They had to take him out. He was about 70 pitches. He was only at 70 pitches on Monday for the game.
Here's the pitch to Bo Bagley. They called strike.
Again, really efficient. You got to be ready at first pitch fastball. You got to be ready to go.
I'm kind of surprised, right, that we've not been. I'll pop that one up out of play.
From watching Bo most of this season, at a few games we've done, it seems like he does like to take that first pitch a lot, and sometimes it's the best pitch you get.
0-2. The chopper to the shortstop should be an easy play. And it will be the 6-3 ground out for out number one. That'll bring up Jordan Del Rosario. Hit a little grounder right back to the pitcher in Wisman for a 1-3 ground out, his first plate appearance.
Matt was showing me some information on the 10th region. Montgomery Harrison tied in the 8th, 4-4. That's who the 16th will play in the state tournament. Or the 14th will play in the state tournament.
Oh! Gonna miss for ball one, high and tight. Yeah, actually, Montgomery beat Campbell County, and Harrison beat GRC.
Harrison's a nice team. We saw them play Powell earlier in the season.
So 1-0. Going to take a strike. Thought about it, but it was going to be a little bit too late by the time he pulled the trigger on that one. He probably would have fouled it off. Regardless, still a strike. 1-1 now to Jordan Del Rosario, the left fielder, batting in the 7th spot. There's a base hit.
Get it
over to
rolling,
left
Jordan.
field. Yep, get it started. Believe it or not, that is actually the first hit for the Pirates.
Their no-hitter. As
Yep.
Dickin had his broken in the 7th last night. They had 2 hits in the 7th inning. All Perry Central could manage. And these two pitchers, Dickin and Wisman, throw about the same speed. So, two pitchers really the same character.
So Tucker Ramsey up at the plate, the center fielder now for the Pirates. Oh, man, he'd like to have that one back as it's going to be a foul ball for strike one. Here's the 0-1. There's a base hit. Yep, back-to-back singles. Nice job. Good job, Tucker Ramsey and Jordan Del Rosario. So the Pirates with runners at first and second. That'll bring up Kane Knox. Come on, Kane. He's come up big in situation where the Pirates have had runners in scoring position.
Well, here's my question.
Now up for the Pirates, number 9.
Do you consider a bunt right here with Carter Poe on deck?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No, I don't. That's not to say that the coach won't, but I am not. There's a pitch. Going to miss for ball 1.
It'd be interesting to see how Wisman adjusts to 2 back-to-back hits as well, right?
I agreed, and I think that's why you don't necessarily even do that right at this point. Let's see if we can't continue to make some contact here.
Wolfgang is looking for the bunt. They're playing up.
Here's the 1-0. Oh, he'd probably like to have at my back. That's going to be a called strike. You could tell he was ready to move into it, right? But by the time he reacted, the ball was there. Again, probably an 80-plus mile an hour pitch by Max Wisman. 1-1 is the count to Kane Knox in the 9 spot. 1 out. Pirates with runners at first and second. Now he's going to square around like he's going to bunt. Oh, and then Wisman's going to step off.
You know, I think that's more of his slash call. Show bunt, pull it back, get a short swing, try to drive it to right field.
And I like those head games as well, right? Because at that point you cause Wisman to actually, wait a minute here. I'm not prepared for him to be in that position here. He's going to square around, and he's going to miss. The runner's going to go down second. He's out.
Well,
yeah,
I don't understand the call at all. If that's what
you either got to put the bunt down or you don't, right? I'm just saying.
You can't go.
Well, I'm saying
if you're never sorry, you can't be running on that place.
Correct, but somebody missed something. Either Knox missed it, supposed to get down the bunt and make the contact, right?
It's
something.
You're not going to suicide to third. I mean, you're going to get everything's a safety to third base. So
that was a 2-5?
2-5, yeah. Just
for out number 2. That's going to send Tucker Ramsey down to second, but regardless, there's 2 outs now with a 2-1 count. Right back to the pitcher, and they're going to get out of the jam. Yep, sure enough, a 1-3 ground out. Pirates had a golden opportunity. Instead, they'll come up empty. They'll leave 1 on the bases as we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Wolfe County leading the Powell County Pirates 2-0 here on the Powell County Sports Network on WSKV 104.9 FM.
Hey, I'm Morgan from St. Nice Hardware. At Ace, I enjoy helping every customer with each of their unique projects. Some are doing huge renovations or redecorating, and others are just touching up paint and need a color match or some replacement hardware. It doesn't matter to me because they come to St. Nice Hardware and trust us with their project. We are constantly getting new products and are working hard to make it easier for people to find the products they know and trust, as well as innovative new products they didn't even know existed. Shop local, save money, and get quality products from people who love this community. We are St. Nice Hardware, supporting the broadcast of our Powell County Pirates.
Life's unpredictable, but your insurance doesn't have to be. At Whitaker Insurance Group, we prioritize protecting what matters most, your family. From home and auto to life and health insurance, we've got you covered with a wide array of insurance products. Give us a call today at 859-543-4080 and let us help you create peace of mind one policy at a time. Insurance products are not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by the federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, and may go down in value.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here at Wolfe County Athletic Complex. Again here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wolfe County with a lead of 2-0. Powell County threatened in the top of the 5th. Had 1 man out. 2 straight hits for the Pirates.
And they come up empty.
Yeah, I don't. Again, you have to put that on the runner a little bit. Either you had some kind of a tricky suicide squeeze to third. I don't know. Again, you got to get the bunt down, but you can't be going full speed at second. So, to me, the runner from second to third, I don't know why he was going.
Well, regardless, I'm not necessarily a fan of that call when you've got runners at first and second. Kane Knox has had a pretty good bat as of late. And to me, at this point, you've already got back-to-back singles.
I get that.
Why are we not hitting away?
I don't mind the bunt with Poe up, hottest hitter on the team. But if you're going to bunt, again, you got to get it down. But there again, if it's a ball, you got to pull it back. You can't be going if you're Del Rosario.
Something.
Anyway.
Whether it's a miscommunication or, just a good play by the Wolves.
It's just a weird play. It was kind of a run and bunt that time, and that's just a weird play to call.
Now Chance Fallen, the center fielder, up at the plate for the Wolves. First pitch is going to be a ball.
As he shows bunt to lead off here.
So we have the 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up here in the bottom of the fifth for Wolfe County. Again, they lead 2-0 here. Fly ball to center field. Ramsey should get underneath it. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Cam Oliver. He had a walk and a run scored in the first. Then popped it up to the shortstop, his second plate appearance. Again, boys 14th Region Championship game here at Wolfe County. The Wolves leading Powell County Pirates 2-0. They scored those 2 runs in the first inning. Been scoreless since then. They've had a couple of opportunities to get some runs across as well, but the Pirate defense has really come through, as well as the pitching in those circumstances, to not allow any more runs to come across. So Oliver, a left-handed hitter, coming up to the plate. Here comes the pitch from Knox. It's going to be low for ball 1.
Really going back and looking at the way the game is played out. Started out with a walk, then a single, and a throwing error, moved the runners over. Then we had 2 flyouts. So really no earned runs for the Wolves. This is a 0-0 ball game here in the 5th inning if you play that out right.
Yeah. Pitch is going to be a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike now to Cam Oliver with 1 out. Again, bottom of the 5th. Kane Knox on the mound. Drew Miller behind the plate for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. There's a strike.
It is nice to see Oliver up with nobody on base and an out in front of him, though. Getting a good hitter here for Wolfe County.
I'd say he's due for a strikeout.
Well, that's a tough call, but we'll hope so.
1 and 2. Said it's going to be a grounder. Wells going to get there. Long throw, not going to get it. No. That was going to be tough. That was more towards second base side, and he made a diving stop there. But by the time he was able to get up, it was too late, as Oliver will get the single to lead to another base runner for the Wolves. That'll bring up Jaden Molans, the right fielder. He had a single run scored and a
really normal circumstances. That's up the middle, no contest. But the way the turf plays slows it down, gave Wells an opportunity for a diving play if he could get up quick enough and make the throw. But a Speely Oliver going to first is going to be a tough match.
Yeah, it was going to be tough to get up off that turf to make a good throw. Regardless, that's the single. Again, Molans, the batter, up at the plate. Here's the pitch. I'll foul that one off. Strike 1. Give him 1 out. That was a leadoff hitter, Chance Fallen. And then a single by Oliver. Molans, number 2 spot. Pirates need to get stops here. Again, gotta get out of the inning. Give yourself another opportunity coming up the plate. Running out of opportunities here with 2 more offensive innings for the Pirates.
I think it's the pitch you run on if you're Wolfe County with Oliver.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Expect
on the
a curveball here.
Yeah. Okay, Knox is set. Looking over at first. Check the runner. He'll make the throw over to first and going to be back safely. King's got a nice move over there, as Oliver had to get down on the dirt. You still call it dirt even though it's artificial turf?
Yeah, I guess you have to.
I mean, right, okay. Even though it's not. We had to come up with a term for that, right? Here's the pitch. Throw down to first, and it's going to be off the mark, and it's going to be 1-1 pitch count now to Molans. Get Miller with another throw down to first. Not quite on target for himself. 1-1 now with 1 out. Runner over at first. Bottom of the 5th. Beautiful night. Good crowd. Right to Wells. They'll get 1 and not going to be able to get 2. Just didn't quite turn it quick enough, but they'll get the fielder's choice out on this 6-4 Force at second for out number 2, and that will send Molands over to first on the fielder's choice. Now Chris Evans will step up to the plate. He had a sacrifice fly for an RBI back in the first and had a walk and was stranded at second. So 2 outs now for the Wolves. Nice facility, good crowd. Everybody over on the hillside all the way around the dugouts right here behind us on the bleachers. And there's a strike, and then Miller's going to lose the transition from glove to hand. So a stolen base. It's going to be a strike to Evans. You don't have to worry about the runner as long as we get the out. So again, 0-1 count to Evans. Knox is set. Checking the runner at second. He's going to come home. Oh, and it's going to be a ball right in front of the plate, and it's going to take a high hop. So the runner will advance. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Now you've got trouble, right?
2 outs.
You definitely got to get the runner out, or the batter out, excuse me.
You got back-to-back good hitters, so pick your poison.
Yeah, you can ill afford to give up the run, though.
Oh, no.
Here's the 1-1. There's a strike. Nice job that time by Kane Knox to get the pitch across the plate for another strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Chris Evans.
I think what you do here is either you come back in on the hands or you go further outside, hope he chases.
Here comes the pitch. That was close. He crowded the plate, but that was a close pitch.
I think that was right on the line. I think that was about a ball inside. But, yeah, definitely got him off the plate for a curveball here.
Ethan, give me a nod. Can I say what you just sent
You
us?
can't say what he just sent you? Nope.
He doesn't care. He's just looking, Here's the pitch. Oh, and he'll get the strikeout. What a great job that was by Kane Knox to get out of the jam. They'll leave 1 runner on the bags, come up empty. Powell County will come up to the plate here in the top of the 6th. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network here on WSKV 104.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Michael Bucky Wilson, CEO, President of CG Bank. Here at CG Bank, community means everything. It's why we do what we do. At CG Bank, we are your hometown bank, and we are here for you because we are you. We are not here just building business, but building relationships. That's community banking. That's my bank. Stop by any of our 7 convenient locations in Irvin, Richmond, Berea, London, or Stanton and see what community banking is all about, or visit us online at cg.bank.
Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Qualifications and rules may apply. See institution for details.
Protect Security are proud sponsors of your Powell County Pirates sports. You need to check with Monty from Protect Security. There's no install charge on the base system. No phone line is needed, so all you have to worry about is a small monthly fee. They can install cameras. They can do full home automation, fully interactive so that you can lock your doors when you're away from home. That's your local security company, Protect Security, keeping your home, business, or other location safe and secure. Give them a call today, 663-9348. You're listening to PCSN.
I got you, Dave. We're back.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
I was enjoying the music and the scenery and we're back
we had
here.
you muted while you were singing, so, it's...
Yeah, that's okay. Again, welcome back here to the Wolfe County High School Athletic Complex here behind the elementary school in Campton. Great facility. Powell County coming up here in the top of the 6th inning. This is their opportunity here, top of the order coming up. Seen him twice. Got to get something to start here in the 6th.
Yep, I would agree. There's a shot right to the shortstop on a liner as Carter Poe over the plate, line drive.
But, what more can you ask? You hit it hard. Hope we get somewhere.
Now up for the Pirates, number 5.
Now coming up to the plate, Levi Wells.
All right, buddy. Let's go, Cuz. Get you a hit here.
I like the fact that he swung at that first pitch. Just didn't get enough height on it, and it was a good play that time by the shortstop, Chris Evans. There's a called strike. Again, this is where the Pirates going to have to make them pay, right?
You gotta try to get something done at the top of the order here. This is your oddest hitters up right now.
Here comes the 0-1. Miss.
I would say it that way, but, if you can get past these guys, Del Rosario and Ramsey got hits the last inning. So if you can get a couple people on base before them here in the 7th, then you still got opportunities here for the Pirates.
Again, boys' 14th Region Baseball Championship. There's a called strike. It'll be 1-2 now to Wells. Wolfe County leading Powell County 2-0 here. The winner will advance to the state tournament. And there's a strike. Yep, he knew it. Out
Got to
number
pull that
2.
string.
Only 5 pitches, though, and 2 outs, right? I mean, how efficient. 66 pitches, 6 innings. 11 pitches, right? 11, 12 pitches per inning. Drew Miller up at the plate. Thought about pulling the trigger instead. It'll be called strike.
That was his slowest curveball of the night. He took a little bit off that curveball right there. That's a nicer pitch to me than the hard curveball.
And how big now is that initial leadoff walk, though, going back to the first inning is going to foul that one off.
Again, it's we always talk about it here on the air. When you have leadoff walks in any inning, I don't care where it is, that run scores about 75% of the time, and got us tonight.
Yep.
The walks and errors don't go good together, so.
No, that's true. 0-2 to Miller. Come on, Drew. Get a base hit. Let's get it started. Let me high for ball 1.
Yeah, I thought that little mustard
on
that. 86.
On that one. What was it?
86. That's where he's been living most of the night.
Yep.
He's thrown a couple pitches at 87. That's been his speed, is about 86.
1-2. Fly ball should be caught by the shortstop, and actually it's going to be caught by the left fielder. So a fly out to left field for out number 3. They'll go 3 up and 3 down. Wolfe County will come up to the plate, and the bottom of the 6th will take another break on the Powell County Sports Network.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready to spring into savings with incredible deals on the latest smartphones? Or how about get unbeatable prices on select devices when you switch or upgrade? We have the deals that you don't want to miss going on now through May 31st. Want to know more? Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Spring into savings today because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
You deserve a bank that truly values you. At People's Exchange Bank, they pride themselves on providing personalized service that other banks just can't match. Whether you're needing a checking account, a home loan, or financial advice, our team of local professionals have you covered. Visit 53 East Pendleton Street in Stanton or visit them online at pebank.com. Join their family of satisfied customers today and experience the hometown difference at People's Exchange Bank, where banking is about you. People's Exchange Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here again to the Wolfe County Athletic Complex. They've fought along with Ken Simon, Ethan Moore, videographer and producer, doing all the hard work up here.
He is, that's for sure.
So
we got the easy job.
Also sending us text messages to tell us some things too. So doing a good job back there.
Yeah, he's doing it all.
So again, we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wolfe County leading 2-0. Wolfe County right now 3 outs away from their first trip to a state tournament. Max Wisman, apropos, going to have the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Wisman, McWhorter, and Wilson.
4, 5, 6 hitters.
4, 5, 6. He got a sacrifice fly in the first, strikeout in the 3rd, batting here in the 6th. Again, very efficient game thus far. We are about an hour and 40 minutes in, and we're already in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Kane Knox on the mound. Right over to Lacey Dick in the third base. Long throw, and he just sails that one. And he's easily going to get to second. Talked about those errors, David. So it should have been an easy 5-3 ground out. Instead, it's going to be an error, and Wisman's going to end up over at second.
That is a number 5 going into run for the Wolves. That will be Slade Freeman be the runner for Wisman. Again, that's the problem. He took his time, patted his glove once, and the one thing that we've seen from time to time out of Lacey at third is the high throw. And that one sailed on him, got under it a little bit, and no chance for Carter at first.
No. So let's see what's going to happen here with a runner at second on the error, as it will be Landon McWhorter. It's going to pop it up. Nice job by Miller to get it on the bunt attempt. Set to pop up. Out number 1. That'll bring up the catcher, Braden Wilson.
And you can tell how important you think that Wolfe County thinks that 2-run lead. They want one more run add on here.
Yeah, of course.
They think if they can get to 3, it's pretty much out of reach. And you know what? I don't really can't argue that a lot. Any add-on run you can get here for Wolfe County is going to be a big one.
Agreed. All right, let's see what's going to happen here with number 2, Braden Wilson. Flied out and had a single. And pitch is going to be a strike. Again, Kane Knox has really done a nice job, though, as far as being on the mound. Carter Poe started things off. Oh, and 1 the count. Pop fly. Wells going to go back. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Nice job that time by Wells, so 2 outs. Okay, so Ethan says that basically we can refer to it as crumb rubber.
It pops up at that
exactly.
black filament in the dirt or grass in the turf that pops up. It's also what you're replacing with.
So we're at that point, instead of calling it in the dirt, we're going to call it, it's in the crumb rubber.
The crumb rubber.
All right, Jax Holland, left fielder of the plate, grounded out. Was involved in a fielder's choice and was out at second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. I'll foul that one off down the first base line for strike 1. It still looks like dirt, though.
Well, it looks like that's what they did a good job with the turf they bought. It's synthetic grass is what it's called. It's not really AstroTurf anymore.
Can we make a wish list?
Oh, we've already made it.
Okay.
Official. We'll ask fast for it. Talk to the boss about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I can do.
And the board, right? We need
have
upgraded
board,
facilities.
Talk to the boss, and not the board. They have to
agree
to
vote on it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice
Good
job
block.
by Miller. Yep, stayed in front of that one. 1-1.
That's if I have to have a fantasy draft of high school players, I take Drew Miller on about every day.
Oh, I would agree. Yeah, he's definitely a gamer, right? He's definitely one of those players you want on your team, that's for sure.
He's going to give it 110% if it's possible every time.
1-1 pitch count now to Jax Holland. Here's the pitch from Knox. Going to be just low.
Looked pretty good, but
2-1.
Consistent with that low pitch.
Mr. Clapp's listening, play the lottery and win, and at that point,
fix it.
Yeah, he already said that.
He's a Cardinals fan.
He committed to that. He is a Cardinals fan.
As you are.
Yes. 2-1. Long time coming. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Poe should have it, and he'll make the play. So they'll leave one stranded, a fly out. They're going to go to the top of the 7th. Powell County down to their final 3 outs, trailing 2-0. Let's see if we can get a 3-run rally here going. We'll be right back on the Powell County Sports Network.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is David Johnson, and I'm the senior commercial lender at Whitaker Bank in Stanton. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer expert guidance tailored to your needs. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me today at 606-663-2283, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey, I'm Wyatt Denniston, owner of Stanton Ace Hardware. At Ace, we are known for being the helpful place, and we pride ourselves on accomplishing that goal each day with each customer. We are constantly working on expanding our rental department, now including skid steers, mini excavators, mini skid steers with ditch witch and auger attachments. We also have delivery options available. Shop local, save money, and get quality products from people who love this community. We are Stanton Ace Hardware, supporting the broadcast of our Powell County Pirates.
You're listening to PCSN.
Welcome back here to Wolfe County High School's athletic complex, located in the far end of Campton, if you will. Before you go out of town, behind the elementary school, it'll be Carter, Dickin, Begley up for the Pirates. Somebody's got to get on to get a chance to win.
And I believe this is the guy to get it started, right? Dylan Carter, left-handed hitter.
And to cut off.
Yep.
There we go.
I like that by
Now
Dylan Carter,
for the
right?
Pirates,
Step
number
out.
1, Dylan Carter.
All right, Dylan, come on. Let's make it happen here. Let's get the 3 runs.
But you got to do it one pitch at a time, one base runner at a time. You can't do it all in one swing or anything like that. So.
Nope, you're right. Here's the pitch. Going to be low. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Dylan Carter. Lacey Dickin on deck, followed by Bo Begley. So the 4, 5, and 6 hitters are for Pirates can get there. Jordan Del Rosario in the 7th spot. Fly ball to left field, and it should get foul, and it will be.
Tell you what, great hustle out there in left field. I think I was trying to figure out how far that extended down with the pitching mound area. He had room behind that to make that catch.
Yeah, it's open on that far end.
Nice hustle by the left fielder to make an attempt on that ball.
Jax Holland.
Good speed. He's probably, 5 steps short, but good contact by Carter. Now, got to do something 1 and 2.
5 and 2. Or 5 and 2. 1 and 2. I don't know where the 5 came from. Chopper to the second baseman. It's going to take an easy hop, and they're going to get the out on a 4-3 ground out for out number 1.
Down to 2. Be Dickin and Begley now.
Number 12, Lacey.
Somebody's got to get on to get Del Rosario. And again, we get Del Rosario. He's capable of the bomb.
Got a chance, right?
Yep.
See what happens here. Here comes the pitch. Slow roller. Shortstop's going to get it, and they're going to safe. Oh, I thought he pulled his foot off the bag. He's out. He's out. So the 6-3 ground out for out number 2. The Pirates down to their
now batting for
final
the Pirates,
1.
Number 10, Bo Begley.
And Montgomery County lost by 1 in extra innings. So the winner of the 16th will be Harrison County. All right, Pirates down to their final out here. Bo Begley coming up to the plate with 2 outs.
Get Bo Begley up 0 for 2 or 0 for 1 for the sacrifice. Ground out to shortstop on the other attempt. So see if Begley could get on for Mr. Del Rosario to have a chance.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. I'd like to see Jordan just be able to get up to the plate, right? So come on, Bo. Gonna miss.
Wisman shook his head. Yeah, it was a little up.
1-1. Here's the pitch to Begley on the inside. Gonna miss. We'll take a walk. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Bo Begley. Come on, Bo. Need a base runner. Here's the 2-1 on the inside. 2-2. Everybody getting anxious, especially for the Wolves. 2-2. Gonna miss. 3-2. That was a good ball, right? I'm just saying.
It's good. It's a good pitcher's pitch. If you get the call, you get it. If not, it's
yeah. Come on, Bo. 3-2. Struck him out to end the game, and Wolfe County will win the boys' 14th region baseball tournament. Their first time. Not only that, build a new facility, you host for the very first time, you get your very first regional championship. They will advance to the state tournament and face off against Harrison County. Again, nice job by the Pirates, though. They are the regional runners-up. Didn't necessarily see that coming the way they started the season, finished strong, and unfortunately just ran up against this Wolfe County team who basically had put things together 3 games consecutively here to claim the championship.
200 runs. Again, we're still playing. Good pitching tonight. Both teams, just a couple inadvertent walks and one error in the first caused 2 runs to score. That's the ball game. And again, we knew that coming in. Runs are very important. Can't give Wolfe County hardly anything with the way Whitman pitched against us all year.
No, you're exactly right. We've proven that we really can hit him in many respects. So let's go on and take a quick break here. We'll come back and wrap things up here on the Powell County Sports Network.
At Powell County Farm Bureau, they pride themselves on helping customers in Stanton and the surrounding area get the insurance coverage that's right for them. With a local team of agents, including James Dennis and Anna Tipton, claims staff, and customer service representatives, their members enjoy unmatched dedication and personal attention. Call 606-663-2222 or stop in today at 170 Court Street in Stanton and let them show you why they're Kentucky's insurance company. That's your Powell County Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Your health means everything, and every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Clark Regional Medical Center is ready, providing quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Clark Regional Medical Center. Learn more at clarkregional.org.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network. The Powell County Sports Network would like to thank their sponsors and encourage you to choose businesses and organizations that support the broadcast of our young athletes, including our platinum sponsors, Uniquely Kentucky, Whitaker Bank, and Just Know You're Taken Care of Wherever Life Takes You, CG Bank. Our gold sponsors, Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital, Friends and Family Caring for Friends and Family, Appalachian Wireless, Better Service, Bigger Savings. Our silver sponsors, Funeral Home since 1939. Clark Regional Medical Center, care closer to home. Toyota South, exceptional customer service since 1915. Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, quality care that offers recovery and hope. Stanton Ace Hardware, the helpful place. Powell County Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Our bronze sponsors, security and control from anywhere. Protect Security and Fire Systems, people serving people since 1912. People's Exchange Bank, helping families connect, honor, and remember. Wells Funeral Home, new items in stock. Allen's Hardware in Clay City, gifts and more. The Candle Hutch, U.S.-based GTX Manufacturing, help you prepare for the unexpected. Whitaker Insurance Group, they love pirate sports, so let's love them back. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Wolfe County Athletic Complex. We're our final from Wolfe County. Here the boys baseball championship game. Wolfe County is victorious 2-0 over the Pirates here tonight. Dominating performance by Max Wisman. Congratulations to Benny Campbell and his Wolves. First time ever to a state tournament from Wolfe County. So kudos for the Wolves. Yeah, they've done a great job hosting. I think most of the kids from Powell County are not happy about the loss.
Yeah.
They're probably happy for a lot of the kids from Wolfe County as well.
Again, when you look at the stats, David, a lot closer than you realize for the Pirates. 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, no runs, 2 left on the bags. And for Wolfe County, only 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 left on the base.
I missed one. I only got 3. But I only got 3 hits for
Wolfe County. Will for them.
Well, we'll go back. I'll go back and look at 1, 2.
Yeah, 2
3.
in the
You're right.
first.
3. Yeah, 3.
3. I had 4.
Oh, well.
2 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and one in the fifth. Well, actually, the one in the fifth was a fielder's choice.
Yeah, the fourth.
Yeah,
the fourth inning.
In the fifth inning, top of the fifth, Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver. You're right. Had 3 hits.
So anyway, 3 hits, but still goes back to that first inning, right? At that point, you give up a leadoff walk, and then an error and a single, and then a sacrifice at that point, and the error came when the runners were attempting to steal the bag, right, from first to second and third. And then a sacrifice for Chris Evans, then a sacrifice for Max Wisman, and just like that, it was 2-0. But still, it came back to that initial leadoff walk, right, that'll get you every time. And despite the fact that the Pirates came in and basically it was close out baseball the rest of the way, it still didn't matter once they got those 2 runs across. Again, it was costly enough for the Pirates, as they will take their record to 16-19 on the season. They will be the regional runners-up. And for the Wolves, they'll go to 23-10, 14th region title here again on their new facility. I mean, it's almost poetic, right? You know, in many respects, you can't really be too upset. The fact, again, first time ever on a new facility for them to go and represent the 14th. They hosted. Again, that's just one of those stories that fairy tale stories in many respects, despite the fact that the Pirates will come up with the loss. Again, congratulations to the Wolfe County Wolves. They proved that they were the better team all week.
Well, I will say this for Benny. He was the first coach to take a team to the state tournament in softball. Now he's come over to baseball. Gets to take baseball the first state tournament. So, you know what? Kudos, Benny Campbell shows what he can do. Again, our buddy Matt Riggs, who was here last year, coached his team last year, so he's part of the process as well.
Yeah.
So give him some credit as well. Again, a good team here for Wolfe County. Nothing to hold your head about. This is probably second or third favorite when you start the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was unexpected for the Wolves. Powell County may be more unexpected for them to be here where they are. Now, preseason, I think the Pirates are in this conversation.
Agreed.
The way the season played out, they probably were not in this conversation.
Right.
But they came back at the end of the season, which is where you have to be competitive, give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah.
But again, you can't make errors. How can I think made 3? They did have 4 hits. I was mistaken on that. Held us to 2, and a couple base running errors for the Pirates as well. So, all in all, they're going to be the regional runner-up at Powell County. That is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's not like you lost. You are the second winner, if you will. Kudos to the Powell County High School baseball team. They worked hard for this. And, again, the pitchers, you know, Paul gets the loss. How good was he on Monday? And really, other than other than the first batter or 2, how good was he today? But Kane Knox really came in to really shut down Wolfe County in the last 4 innings that he pitched. So, good pitching. We're out of here in less than 2 hours on a baseball game, in a championship game. That's a quick game. The pitchers really got it done.
That is a quick game. Yeah, you're exactly right. When you look under the circumstances here, again, as David mentioned, the Pirates will be the regional runner-up. Wolfe County, again, storybook, right? I mean, going back to whether it's the coaches, whether it's the first time, whether it's the new facilities, again, everything, the stars just aligned in so many respects for these Wolfe County Wolves, right, in order to advance. And obviously, we wish them the best of luck going forward, right, to represent the 14th region here, as the Pirates and the Wolves lining up on the first base line here to present the awards. Megan Mays will come out to present the trophy to the Powell County Pirates in addition to their medals.
Yeah, she'll give out the medals and then present that runner-up trophy. And again, nothing to hold your head down about. It's a big deal to get a regional trophy. There's only 2.
Yeah.
You know, there's out of 17 teams in the region, and you're one of those last 2 standing. So, congratulations on getting here. They defeated Breathitt County, who defeated this team, this Wolfe County team in the district play, and then defeated Perry Central, really in a good finishing part of the season. Beat them 5-1. Again, last night, great pitching performance last night by Dickin. 14 strikeouts, gave up only 2 hits. Just like tonight's game for Wolfe County, only gave up 2 hits. And, you know, kudos to Wisman. And those 2 pitchers, to me, are almost identical. throw about the same speed. Both of them got a
Number
pretty good
17,
curveball.
Ryder Linden.
It just we couldn't save our one till tonight, and for them they pitched their one on Monday, and he pitched just few enough pitches
Number 2, Drew Miller.
to be eligible for tonight. So good job for the coaching staff to recognize that we can save him if we can keep him under a number. They kept him under that number, and he's able to go get tonight. Only threw 81 tonight. So
yeah, so I was actually just tracking, and Kane Knox threw was at 44, right?
44 in 4 innings. So
and
Kane
actually,
was very efficient as well.
And Poe pitched 68, so you're looking at 102 pitches compared to 81 for And when you look at Wisman, again, very efficient.
Very efficient.
When you're looking at 7 innings,
I think counting strikeouts.
81
strikeouts
pitches.
did he
He had 2 strikeouts. That was all.
That's all?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought he had 2 lookings.
No, sorry, 6.
Okay.
6 strikeouts. My apologies. I
Well,
was
still,
looking on the wrong side.
All in all, Powhatan, that's not a terrible job by the Pirates, but ball and play.
And you cut the deficit, obviously, because Wolfe County ended up winning 8-0 and 8-3. So at that point, a 2-0 loss.
Number 1,
unfortunately, you give up that lead off, then the error, then back-to-back sacrifice flies, and there's your ball game again. But the Pirates actually, held in there as far as the rest of the way. Just came up a little bit empty as far as having runners in scoring position. But you can say the same thing about Wolfe County because they left 5 on the bases and the Pirates only left 2.
Yeah, anytime, you give up
Number
no earned
19,
runs,
Jordan Enzi.
it hurts worse, if you're the Pirates. So no earned runs was given up tonight. It was a 0-0 contest. Great pitching performance, both squads. It's just you can't walk extra players. You can't make the errors. Again, Powell County made a couple errors. Wolfe County, I don't think, they made 1 error. But you just can't make errors in games.
No, and there lies part of the problem,
Number
right?
7,
At this
Braden
point, you've
Jess.
got to go error-free, right? You got to be able to make contact. You've got to be able to get the base hits, the stolen bases, advance the runners, get players across the plate. And again, it was a solid game performance by both teams. Again, somebody had to win, somebody had to lose. And Wolfe County, again, it's just a storybook tale, right? I mean, you couldn't have scripted this any better as far as the Wolves going at the beginning of the season.
Kind of like this. Build it.
30, Nevaeh.
They will come.
Yeah, the regional titles, right?
I mean, it's, again, beautiful facility.
Yeah.
They built this up here on the hill. And I really think they built this
Number 32, Chase.
while they are hot. And again, their softball program is in good shape right now. Their baseball program is in good shape right now. It's easy to sell. This really boosts your program to win.
Number 22,
Winning
Tucker Ramsey.
begets success usually. These facilities should help in that as well. And again, a lot of people are happy on both sides of this.
Number 18, Lane Rogers.
A lot of these kids play together and travel. And I don't think they could be happier. I mean, obviously they don't like losing. But if they're going to lose to somebody, I think they're probably glad they lost to the Wolves.
Number 5, Levi Williams.
And I think the Pirates have been. I think the Wolves have been the same way. If Powell County wins, they wouldn't have been unhappy for losing, but they're friends.
Yeah,
get the title.
Agreed. Yes, you're exactly right. Again, when you look overall, Powell County led 18-2 coming into the season as far as head-to-head. They lost twice during the regular season, making it 18-4, and now all of a sudden you win this one. Now Wolfe County has won 3 consecutive games in a row. The Pirates lead overall, though, 18-5 under the circumstances. And, again, congratulations to the Wolfe County Wolves, and they'll present the trophy to the Powell County Pirates, the runner-up. Again, the way they started the season, couldn't have necessarily seen it played out, but again, they went down the stretch here and went on a nice
9-1, something like that in the last 10. Lost today. But anyway, it's a good conclusion of the season. What was rough in the middle and the beginning.
Taking a picture with the seniors, that are out there holding the trophy. And again, did a nice job all in all here. At this point, Ethan, if he's paying attention here, we'll go on and sign off at this point. Again, not a lot that we can actually say going forward. Again, congratulations to the Wolfe County Wolves for winning the 14th Region Baseball Championship here against the Powell County Pirates 2-0. They will advance in the state tournament to face off against Harrison County, who defeated Montgomery County
extra
innings. So, again, for our sponsors, like to thank them. Like to thank Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital. All the sponsors have been on board.
Yeah.
Exactly. All 10 months basically is what we do. Appreciate their support, allowing us to do this, go on the road and bring you these kind of games, even though it wasn't a win for the Pirates. Still a very entertaining game for them. So, again, thank all of our sponsors. We will be going around and looking for additional sponsors.
I was going to say, remember, folks, it's a good time right now to jump aboard for the next sports season here at WSKV. Just give them a call if you want to re-up. If you're somebody that new out there that wants to join, jump in. Just give them a call at the station.
And I will say this. We need people in the community. A lot of people, you know, where you're looking for HVAC people, whether you're looking for a plumber, whether you're looking for an attorney, any number of things, right? If you have a service that's out there, I don't care if it's lawnmower service, regardless of what it is, you know, again, reach out to us and be a sponsor. Again, we're on the air 10 months out of the year, bringing you all of Powell County High School athletics. We do more coverage than anybody probably in the state, to be honest with you, at the high school level, but most definitely in the region here. So, again, your final score, the Wolfe County Wolves 2, the Powell County Pirates 0. For my broadcast partner, David Faulkner, Ethan Moore, our videographer and technical support, Nevaeh Bridgman, back in the studio. This is Ken Simon saying thank you for listening to the Powell County Sports Network here on WSKV 104.9 FM.
Thank you for listening, watching, and supporting Powell County Pirate Athletics. We also encourage you to support the community sponsors that invest to bring the live coverage to you. Visit the Powell County Sports Network page at listenlikealocal.com to find the most up-to-date sports broadcast schedule and all the ways you can listen to the game. Thank you for listening to Powell County Pirate Sports on the Powell County Sports Network.